Hello, person. Ah. Mmm. Hello, everybody. Mmm. Fuck. Hello. I'm eating. Ah. I see Robo Bottom. Hello, guys. And maybe this volume is too low. Thank God I can finally play something where I can just turn my brain off. Hello, Astra. Hello, Scar. Oh my fucking missed crit, man. Oh, fucking zany flashbacks doing the holograms. Good morning, Kane. Holy lag. Thanks, random hot dog. Your Wuwa Annie vid was a lot tamer than your HSR ones, Yukuro show. I know. Unfortunately, even when I am tame. Yep. Oh my fucking god, man. I need to buy a new mouse. No, I'll check them later. Hello, programmer. Oh. Hello, Kiwi. Yeah, Astra, I'm not surprised. I saw that leak. I was saying a little bit ago that I thought it'd be probably Phanon and March's best in slot, with probably it benefiting Phanon with one character and benefiting March with 8. I appreciate that, Matthew. Hyacine will still be a good pickup for March. Yeah. I mean, then again, it's kind of like, oh, yeah. Like, you run March, Cyrene, Ceridra, and, Hyacine probably. Or you could use RMC. But I think Ceridra will just be better RMC, to be honest. So for any March wanters, I think that's the team you should probably be targeting. Yeah, memo sprites count as characters. What is that fire stuff? A buff from the thing. Meteors when you use basic attack. Oh, it's Hecate. Jesus, man, just how much health? That just miss? What? Bro, my Sanhua just got one shot. Oh my god, man. Just stop fucking moving. Jesus. I know, but I wanted to use Camellia because I've been abusing Zanny Peeb and the fucking holograms. Oh my god, man. Jesus. Why is this boss so much harder than the last one? The last one was a fucking breeze. Oh my god, man. Oh. Why is that genuinely harder than the holograms of the TOA bosses? It's not, it is. Hey guys, I have level 80 characters, man. I have level 80 characters. What do you want me to do? I'm losing like 50% of my damage. I'll check now. If you're talking about the what someone already said in my chat, I already knew. Like I was talking about it yesterday. That it probably benefits Phanon and it benefits March. Story leaks, story leaks, story leaks. Story leaks, story leaks. Siren NPC render. Graded damage boost, depending on how many allies are currently on field. 8 to 1. It provides different damage boost values to both the wearer and the memo sprite. No effect when there are exactly 4 allies present. Maximum boost is applied when there are either 1 or 8 allies on the field. Yeah. I already talked about this yesterday. Someone was trying to doom post a planar by saying that it wouldn't be for Phanon without realizing that there's 8 and 1. So I said it probably just gives max value on both sides. To be fair, this is like something literally any Remembrance DPS can run. Like, this is something any Remembrance DPS can run. Like, I think casters could probably make good use of this. If you run, uh, like in the future, like Cyrene, Sarija, Hyacine, she'd also be able to use this. I mean, the thing is, Draco, like, what I'm saying is, I know, right? I know. But, like, Casters' best in slot team in the future will probably also be Mono Remembrance. Like, I'm aware. Like, isn't that a Scoffier alum for the Res Shred? I mean, she's a Remembrance support. She's not going to give attack. Ever since after Robin, we haven't gotten any new supports that give attack. They all give general buffs that everyone in this game can take advantage of. Just not being attacked. Oh, really, Alum? I think Skirks V3 is today. Oh, there's new boss fight leaks on the ZZZ Reddit. New puzzles, TV animation, W engine changes. Mm, I think Yishuan's weapon got buffed. Yishuan's weapon got buffed. And is that Jufufu's? That got a way fucking longer. Like, holy fuck, that lasts way longer. It nerfed the increase on team damage, but the effect went from 12 seconds to 30 seconds. Jesus. Shiyu defense HP. Is that bad? I haven't even paid attention to it. Oh, apparently the next 2.0 Shiyu defense is gonna have less HP than the current one. Each one got new animations. Pan Yin Hu, Yishuan, Jufufu. Oh, so Jufufu got nerfed. Right now, let me check out Genshin Impact. 5.7 banners. Nothing has changed. So it's still Skirk, Emily, Mavlika, Shenha. We should be getting Skirk V3 soon, though. Apparently the beta came out like an hour ago. I don't know why there isn't anything. Morning, Neo. Guys, I'm in a dilemma, man. I'm in a dilemma. I think I'm skipping Chacona, guys. I'm skipping Chacona. I don't think I can get Chacona with weapon, so I'd rather just get Cartethia sequences. I've been well, Ahmed. Hope you've been well too. Nothing really, Cora. It's just another whatever end game. Nothing special about it. Golden Boon should the premise of the 3 new units kits. I mean, this we already know Sareeja's extra turn and whatever. Phanon, I think March will probably be stronger than Phanon. Like, the fact that March is going to have Cyrene as a best in slot support, I think is pretty valuable. Cartethia is okay without Chacona, but if you aren't including SK, any other support options are like massively just like any free to play support options are massively worse over Chacona. Like at S0R0 it's like 30%, and then if you use Chacona with Sig, it's like 47% currently. So 47% difference between Sanhua and S6, by the way. And yeah. We know you'll be folding. I mean, not really, because SK is only 11% worse, around 11 to 15% worse than Chacona. So I could legit just use SK instead. For people asking why, it's because of the fact that Cartethia's HP scaling. She really likes crit rate. Keep in mind though that you do have to give up an SK, so you do have to give up your SK to like still be losing a noticeable amount of damage. But it's like, you know, I mean, I don't know who will be more broken though. Like maybe it's like I'll have hindsight in the future, but like Phanon sounds so broken. I just can't see March being better. Like I can't see it, man. Like I need you guys to understand. sustainless Phanon can take like 40 turns in a cycle. Like how in the world do you balance the game or you balance March 7th to like be possibly even better than that? They need to release a new Remembrance sustain. I mean, it's not gonna happen. Like maybe if Don Hung gets his path changed, but I don't think he will. Like he's still preservation. Like they wouldn't release 3 new sustains. Like, that's kind of bricked. I'm pretty sure the entirety of version 2 we only got Lingsha and Aventurine, no? Hello, Haru. We 2 healers a year, 1 dot a year. Yup. Iceland's is gonna change everything, guys. Trust me. I mean, I'm talking limited, guys. I'm not talking about like normal. We already know we're not getting a 4-star for the entirety of version 3, so. Oh, yeah. It's just hard to believe it at the time. Did Jufufu get a nerf? Yeah. Well, that's a good thing, Tactician. Why is it always like cat girls? I don't know, man. I don't know. To be honest, I'm surprised. Maybe it's just HSR that has like Annie characters being like meta changing. But I'm surprised Yeesh 1 isn't even Mia Ball level. Reddit. V3 Skirk visual update. New pet in a KFC collab. V3 changes. V3 Skirk buff / nurse. Let me see this. Am I crazy or is this not an overall nerf? I think Skirk might have gotten nerfed. Oh my god, there's no way, bro. I need to be misreading something. So basically, she was barely changed. She gets more attack from Serpent's subtlety, but basically all her base multipliers got nerfed. Wow. They really just don't give a shit about making her stronger. Mavwika and Mualani stays winning. I mean, I have both, but I really did want Skirk to, be top tier. It's kind of why I pulled a scuff. Let me sell my kidney real quick. Nice. Oh, fuck, my sandwich. Ah, I forgot. Ah. The thing is, that isn't even true. Unless they are purposely nerfing Skirk because they already have a future ice main DPS in planning to make make Escoffier like the strongest team in the game. Escoffier, despite how strong she is, just isn't strong enough to make them a top tier contender. Like a lot more of the top tier DPSs like Malvika and like other characters can have more free to play friendly teams, like less cost, and still do more damage than a Scoffy or Skirk. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, Ahmed. I haven't gone out looking for it. Haven't gone recommended anything. Yeah, Phaedon and Dark March are going to be able to take pretty good advantage of that planar. This means that I basically can't farm for Phaedon, though. I'm actually a bit bent on going March. I mean, obviously I'm going to pull Phaedon because I already promised. But, like, March and Phaedon teams separately. Like, it's just too expensive. I might have to contact some pirates in the future. You can farm his relics? Not yet. Oh yeah, probably Haru. E2S1 Phaedon with future best in slot team will be taking like 40 to 50 turns in a cycle. I genuinely don't see how Phaedon isn't the most broken character in the entirety of the game by a long shot, unless his multipliers are complete dog shit in his transformation state. Like, it's just not possible. Like, how do you take 40 to 50 turns in a single cycle and just not be incredibly fucking busted? They have to nerf Saridra, bro. That's the only way I can think of it. Like, Saridra might get, like, some dumbass nerf to make her synergy worse with, Phaedon. E6 S5 boot hill in the big 25, man. Move on, move on. Well, yeah, Cass will probably be fine. Like, yeah, I don't think she'll get, like, power crept or anything, but I mean, she will get power crept, but maybe not that much. Super break in the big 25? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, hang it up. Mmm. 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 Oh, yeah. They would have to increase the HP inflation by, like, triple to actually make casters, like, fucking unusable. Maybe fat fuck counts as 4 characters. Nice, Solemn. There's no way they'll just let Phaedon take like 15 turns a cycle. I mean, it's a lot more than 15. Even without Saridra, he can take more than 15. Like, he gets 8 from one ult plus the turns before ult. And then outside of ult, he can be action advanced again and possibly get ult again. So even with, like, not even considering Saridra, he can get like 16 in a cycle. I mean, there already is a limit, Kumar. It's 8. Like, he gets 8 turns in the ult. But the only condition in the ult currently is if he falls below a certain amount of HP, it'll kick him out. But his Lycone fixes this because his Lycone heals him every time he attacks. So I think with Lycone, like, he just takes the full 16 turns with a Saridra. I mean, apparently a DU buff came out, Draco, and it just confirms the leak about the turns. So she basically is real at this point. We just don't know what damage buff she's gonna give, to be honest. Like, we know the main mechanic, but I'm wondering if she gives, like, true damage or, like, whatever the fuck. Probably gotta be better than RMC. fuck? How do you get this lucky? Jesus. Never mind, it's just a whale. I mean, that isn't confirmed yet, Blade. I am very doubtful that Phanon will be fine with Clara Lycon. I am very doubtful of it. Like, it might be the best free-to-play alternative, but I still think his SIG will be, like, at least 30% better. Like, the SIG just gives way too fucking much. I mean, Draco, people say this for every single character, and every single character in Amphorius's DU buffs directly correlate to their kit. There hasn't been a single one that hasn't correlated to it. And we already know that Phanon retains all the buffs he's received when he goes into his transformation state. And it's not action advance, it's straight up an extra turn. Like, he keeps all of the buffs, all of the mechanics added to him are permanent when he's in his transformation state. Like, they have to put something in Ceredra's kit that literally says works for everyone else but Phanon for it to not work for him. That doesn't mean Phanon's getting... Brother, he gets 8 turns. With Ceredra, this turns into 16. Sustainless with Robin, this means you can get 32 in the transformation state. Not including the other turns he takes before he goes into the transformation state. We don't know what she does? Oh my god, man. Holy cope, man. We don't know. We do, though. Like, we fucking do. Oh my god. It's not like it was already leaked. It's not like it's in the game's DU buff. It's not like every other character's DU buff has correlated to their kit so far. Like, they're just gonna brick Ceredra, man. Fuck. It's not like the leakers have been saying Ceredra would be best in slot for Phanon by a mile for months on end at this point. Like, fuck, man. Yeah, and it matches with the buff, Draco. That's the thing. It matches with the buff that is in the game. Phanon retains all buffs applied to him in the transformation state. They, once again, have to put something in Ceredra's kit that says this shit can't work with Phanon to make it not work in his old state. Like, even if there's a timer on the buff for outside of the transformation state, it doesn't fucking matter because in the transformation state, he keeps all buffs applied to him. Oh my god. I give up. I fucking give up. That's how characters in this game work. No, it, brother, like, you are on some fucking copium, man. Like, every support in this game's buff effects will work with Phanon's transformation states but not the literal best in slot teammate being released for him. That unit is gonna have brick synergy with him. W, man, like this is like saying Hyacine wouldn't actually be able to fully benefit casters. That's the point I'm making, Chocolate. Like, I'm aware the buff Saridra has probably needs to be constantly reapplied, but it is literally stated in Feynon's kit during transformation and during his special turns, all buffs are retained because all his actions are counted as extra turns instead of action advance. So he keeps all the buffs that were applied to him from his allies. So, yeah, man, we're gonna release a best in slot teammate for Phenon that can't, by the way, can't take full advantage of Saridra's kit. W, bro. Fucking W. Yeah, I know, Chocolate. I know. It's just like a cope to say that Saridra just won't work. Like, we don't know what Saridra's buff actually is, though. You wanted to take full advantage of a kit that doesn't exist? Brother. Nice, Alum. Yeah, that's my point, Blade. Yeah, like, you guys need to understand that, like, to make Saridra not work with Phenon, she has to be the only buffer in the entirety of the game whose mechanic won't actually, like, stay during Phenon's ult transformation state. Like, they have to go out of their way to make the character that they literally created to be a best in slot support for Phenon to not be, like, anything special at all. Like, they have to put some caveat, like, oh, even though Phenon is in his transformation state, this shit is still gonna have a timer on it. Because, like, otherwise, it just doesn't make sense. No, but Draco, like, brother, like, how can you look at Phenon's kit, see that Saridra is leaked as a single target support, grants an extra turn after a teammate acts, right? So, Single target. This implies she buffs the single target person, and then they then get this extra turn buff. You see Phaedon's kit, where he receives all buffs and retains them for the entirety of the transformation state. Like, do you know where it is, Blade? Yeah, like Phaedon has the extra turn shit in his E2 as well, which just makes his synergy with Ceridra even better. Yeah, but do you know where it is, Blade? Like, I don't think it's on the Reddit right now. Let me see. Story spoilers, storyline count, story spoiler, story spoiler, story spoiler, story spoiler. Like, once again, you could make an argument for it if it weren't for the fact that she had a DU buff now that does the exact same shit. Like every other Chrysos heir that has had their DU buffs leaked has had that shit in their kit. Yeah, it's not on the Reddit. Yeah, it's still not updated on the Reddit. They're on HumDG. Oh yeah, DU 3.3. Let's see. Wait, no, this is 3.3. I don't think it's updated. The latest one is 3.3. We know Ceridra is here. When entering the night, the first character in the lineup gains 2 stacks of Conquer. Characters with Conquer consume 1 stack of it, and at the end of their turn to advance their action by 100% and increase final damage dealt by 10%. So she's probably going to have something to do with final damage dealt now. Final damage dealt and action advance after characters take a turn. I mean, maybe. Like, if you hyper specifically look at this DU buff, they could make it, right? They could make it to where these stacks don't actually retain themselves in Phaenon's transformation state, and it's like you instantly get rid of them. I truly, like, it's such a stretch, though, bro. I think so, yeah, Kiwi. I could see it, though. I could see it. Now that they have this here, I think I could see them kind of bypassing the whole buff thing if they revolve it around stacks and these stacks don't like stay the same during his transformation state. Now all you care about is Phaedon Ceridra leaks? Not really. I've barely been paying attention to Phanon Cerebral leagues. Well, oh wait, never mind. Oh wait, never mind. I think this final damage shit doesn't mean anything. Because even Hyacine has increased final damage dealt. Yeah, it doesn't actually mean anything. Everybody has increased final damage dealt. Yeah, never mind. Only this turn thing matters. I mean, she'll probably be best in slot. I mean, the thing is, there is literally zero reason to believe that with current information that it isn't glaringly obvious that Phanon is going to be able to take extra turns unless you legit like go out of your way to try and be like, nah, it probably won't happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see Phanon's kit get leaked. Phanon's kit says that he can retain all buffs applied to him. You see Saridra leak. Saridra is a single target support who can buff a character and make them take a extra turn after their original turn. And it's like, oh, right. And keep in mind, for like the last 2 to 3 months, the leakers have already been saying that Saridra will be a best in slot. So it's like, eh. The reason why I don't think this is that otherworldly is because Phanon is really the only person who can take full advantage of that kit. Like, I know it sounds broken to a lot of people, and it is, but like, Sunday Saridra combo, it would be best in slot for most hyper carries in this game, but it wouldn't be like a game changing, like balance breaking thing. Like, the only thing it'd do is make Phanon at the top of the meta, and then March is probably gonna power creep that shit anyway, so it doesn't matter. I think we already talked about this before, TJ. Castris, it can just explode the dragon every single time. With extra turns, she can just explode the dragon every single time, and she'll be able to get more dragon explosions off than she ever could before. So her overall performance will go up. What speed buff are you talking about, TJ? Like, in battle speed buffs don't ruin Poet for casters. The AoE attack isn't that crazy? What? Brother, it's not about the AoE attack, it's about the explosion. The AoE attack plus explosion does like a milli every single time or more. I mean, you can wait, but it's like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. You guys are gonna be the next Acheron Copers. Of just wait until the second Nihility. Like, that shit ain't coming out for like at least a year. Hey, man. My bad, Kiwi. Yeah, I don't think Castris gets another teammate either. Like, you either run it with Cyrene, you run it with Saridra. She already got fucking. She already got Tribby. She already got RMC. She already got what's the fuck is it called? Hyoscene. Like it's very uncommon for comps to get literally every single best in slot teammate. Like Break was the exception, not the rule. Cyrene will be like the same thing I say for Wuwa. Cyrene will be probably an indirect buff to Castris' team. You'll probably be able to use Cast or Cyrene as a best in slot, simply because she's gonna be fucking busted ass Emanator support. But it's not gonna be best in slot with Castris. It's probably gonna be best in slot with March 7th. Saridra's not gonna buff attack, guys. Like, we need to get over this, man. Ever since Sunday released, there hasn't been a single fucking support that has given attack percent. It's all been just general buffs, whether it be like vulnerability, res pen, true damage, damage bonus, crit. Like, it is no longer, we are no longer getting attack percent characters. Phanon already oversaturates on attack percent like fucking crazy, anyways. Yeah, Phanon's set gives attack, like the transformation gives a shit ton of attack. Like, I really just don't think he needs any more attack. It makes a lot more sense for the remembrance support to give true damage, the first limited one, than to give attack percent like a normal support. At that point, just don't make her remembrance. It doesn't matter, Blade. Like, I know a lot of people are stuck on this territory shit, but like this territory shit barely does anything. Like, it doesn't interfere with the actual kit of the character. Like, Cyrene is still probably going to be the most broken support in the entirety of the game, not including the territory. Unless they literally make it so that you can't use two territory characters together, like, it's going to be fine. I mean, she could give defense ignore. Yeah, she could. Considering Phanon's Lycone has defense ignore, but please stop with crit buffs. I mean, we'll see how it works in the future, Jay. I doubt they'd actually brick it like that. Yeah. Like, they if that's the case, then they've literally never done something this shitty before. And I'll probably make a video on it if it ends up being the case in the future. If using two people who have territories literally bricks a character from not being able to alter some shit, then it's fucking dumb. But in the way I'm imagining it in my head is whenever a character with a territory like opens their own, it'll just overlap with the last one and it'll continue that way. So the most recent territory expansion is the one that stays. Um E3 skirt. How are the calcs looking so far? Domain expansions in HSR is a cool concept, yeah. Come on, load. There we go. Has anything changed? Has anything changed? Doesn't seem like it. Nothing's changed. Ugh. Jesus, man. Chakona's weapon is just so fucking stupid. Like, oh my god. Yeah, I think I voted on I don't remember who I voted on, but the cube got second. So sad days, sad days. Yeah, that's exactly how I imagine it, Choco Latte. Because literally making characters not work, especially that high value of ones that a lot of people want to run together, is like genuinely just idiotic. Like it doesn't make any sense to literally make a team not work over the territories. I'm not even doing dailies on WoW. I mean, yeah, the game's pretty stale right now. I've only been playing it because I'm trying to. Well, I cleared half the holograms, and now that I'm nearly UL 60, I'm waiting to like max all my characters, and then I'll do the Renacita holograms. Because the Renacita holograms are on a completely different fucking level. Who, an HSR or Wua Sutaku? Because if you're talking about Wua, oh buddy, you're gonna have to wait a little longer, man. At least 2.7. Yeah. Hey, you're gonna have a lot of pulls by then at least. Oh, nice Hirokumata. I think I really want to try for S0R1 Chacona, bro. Like, you guys don't understand how good this shit. Like, this. Okay, to put it in perspective, S0R1 Chacona is a bigger buff to Cartethia than S0R1 Phoebe is to Zanny. Like, I need that shit, bro. I'm a meta slave. I'm falling for the numbers. I need S0R1 Chacona on my account. This is why I posted that meme about Cartethia losing 50% DPS without a S0R1 Chacona. It's because it's actually real. It's like 48%. Yeah, because it increases Chacona's damage output and increases the entire team's damage output. Because the entire team gets minus 10% arrow res on enemies, so I mean, it's not really bricked because Cartethia is so strong and she's so like solo flexible that she doesn't really need like these supports. Like I don't want to talk about it too much because it's all a work in progress currently. But Cartethia is already like noticeably stronger than Zanny P Bar, and Zanny P Bar the current strongest team in the game that already power crept the previous characters. Like even solo, she is very strong. Chacona is worth it, but not the weapon. It's the complete opposite. Chacona being able to use her weapon is what gives her so much value for Cartethia. You can use an SK, and it's only 10% worse than S0R0 Chacona. But if you add her weapon into it, it's nearly 30%. $400 for a TOA buff, I'm good. It's a lot stronger than you think, man. What's the difference between Saridra and Cyrene again? Well, they're just different characters. Cyrene is the pink haired girl. Saridra is a completely just different character. Probably not Cyrene, but Saridra is. 100% arrow amp, 24% arrow damage bonus versus 10 arrow res down. You guys realize that in the Florida mode, she doesn't actually do arrow erosion attacks like she does as Cartethia. Like, the arrow amp is decent for Cartethia's damage, but negligible for Florida, which is the main damage output. And she already has a like metric fuck ton of arrow damage bonus in her own kit. Like the res down is just better. Like I am literally looking at calcs right now, guys. Like I am looking at the calcs right now. Like you guys need to understand because she's HP scaling, she doesn't have good crit stats, so the crit rate that SK gives is very fucking good. But once again, Chikona has the much larger advantage of being able to use her weapon compared to Shorekeeper, whose weapon makes zero fucking difference. Cartethia's main damage is basic attack. That's why her best free-to-play teammate option is Sanhua, which is pretty bricked compared to a Chikona. Like, it's honestly just, you use other limited Zords bricked. I think the funniest part about all this, though, is, Chang Li's mono fusion team being weaker than just putting hyper carry Brand. Haru. Fleur-de-Lis's attacks are not arrow erosion damage. All Fleur-de-Lis needs is 5 or more stacks of arrow erosion on field, which, by the way, Small Cartethia already inflicts arrow erosion. Small Cartethia's damage is arrow erosion damage, not Fleur-de-Lis. Fleur-de-Lis's damage is not arrow erosion damage. She cannot take advantage of the outro amp while in the Fleur-de-Lis mode. So all you're giving her is the 39% arrow damage bonus from Gus of Welkin and the 24% that's baked into her kit. That's it. She already has a fuck ton of arrow damage bonus in her base kit. This is not a Zanny situation where her damage is completely reliant on Spectrofrazzle. Like, all you need is 5 or more stacks and you're fucking good to go for the most part. Chakona isn't useless. She's still 10% better at S0R0 than SK. And at S0R1, she's 30% better than SK. And SK is legit the second best support option in the entirety of the game. If you can't free up an SK for your Cartethia, it's a 50% difference between S0R1 Chakona and Sanhua. Still mid? Yeah, you're just coping because you want to skip her. That's about it. A real Cartethia stan would never swap to Fleur-de-Lis and use her as an arrow erosion DPS. Yeah, you can pretty easily tell when people are just saying shit because they want to skip a character. Yes, tactician. current calcs, like, you guys need to keep in mind, small Cartethia is no slouch. Like, apparently the damage output for Cartethia is like 30 to 40% small Cartethia, and then 60 to 70 Floridalist. Also, small Cartethia can inflict her own arrow erosion stacks as well. According to most TCers and the CN side, Chacona is the pull priority over basically any of Cartethia's sequences. And the reason for this is obvious. The stronger your Cartethia becomes, the stronger the buffs your Chacona gives becomes. So, like, she gets better and better the more you invest into Cartethia. Chacona has really good value, yeah. Like, S0R1, she makes a bigger difference for the compared to the best free to play option for Cartethia than Phoebe does for Zanny. Like, this is why I'm laughing at people saying it's not a Zanny Peep situation. It's like, yeah, you can use other limited teammates and kinda, like, get similar performance. Even then, it's a stretch. But it's like, if you're comparing free to play to the best in slot support the same way you do Zanny Peeb, it is legit worse than Zanny Peeb's situation. Reddit said don't need Chacona because it's not the Zanny Peeb situation. I mean, yeah, because Cartethia is more solo flexible. You can use her with SK, obviously, and you can use her with, like, because she can inflict her own arrow erosion. So the rotations aren't, like, too cooked because you can just be small Cartethia for a little bit. But if you just compare free to play versus limited, yeah, it's like not even close. Like, you need to compare other limiteds to Chacona to justify skipping. Like, that's basically the best way I can put it. You need to put an SK on there, one of the highest value units in the entirety of the game that you're probably already using on another team. You need to put SK, who's like the second best replacement. She's still like 10, 11% behind Chacona and 30% behind an S0R1 Chacona. Yeah, like, you guys need to remember the Reddit when we had the whole Zanny Peeb thing. Were trying their absolute hardest to convince the world that if you ran Quick Swap Spectro Rover, it was comparable to Zanny Peeb, just to instantly be fucking shut down by people who then did Quick Swap and animation cancels for Peeb. Like, they were optimizing the Spectro Rover team while unga bungaing the Phoebe ones and saying that it was comparable. Like, yeah, Draco. Also, for fellow S2 SK owners such as myself, this attack buff doesn't do shit, man. Like, this attack buff doesn't do shit for Cartethia. So I'd rather keep her on my Zanny team, respectfully. Well, yeah, Kiwi. It's like always a cope, bro. Like, oh, can I play Skirk without a Scoffier? She's still good enough. People are just doom posting. Oh, can I play Acheron with no Zhao Q? Like, hey, I can still use my Silver Wolf and shit. Like, it never ages well. Like, it's a tale as old as time in these gotcha games. The Chacona propaganda is real, guys. It's real. Believe in the Chacona propaganda. If you don't pull Chacona, your Cartethia is completely bricked. You want to know how much damage your Cartethia is only going to do in a rotation with no Chacona? Only 1.7 million. Fucking bricked if you run SK, right? Sanhua, ooh, 1.4 million, right? Disgusting. But if you have an S0R1 Chacona, 2.16 million. There it is. Yup, yup. Are you guys not amazed? Are you guys not amazed? Not really. Well, what if I told you that S0 to S3 is a 90% damage increase from S0? Mmm. Right, right, right. Saving for Augusta. So overrated. You know better. Do we know what Lupa does? Yeah. If you have Lupa on your account, she kicks Chang Li out of your fusion team and makes you run hyper carry Brant. Lies. Uh. Yeah, the strongest team for Lupa right now is hyper carry Brant. Yes, much better Chocolate. Much, much better. Like, it's an insane difference. I was in the TC Discord yesterday, and I was watching them. I was lurking and seeing them talk about like Lupa calcs. Eugene in the Fractured Swords Discord did his own calc on San Hua versus Lupa, like buffing Brant, and it was like a 50% overall damage increase using Lupa over San Hua. Basically the equivalent of S0R1 Chacona over San Hua for Cartethia. It's the same thing for Brant with Lupa. Is Lupa not a DPS? I mean, not really. She's more supportive focused. Like, you can run her as a DPS, it's just not as good as Brant, I'm pretty sure. Like, take it with a grain of salt, but I do think the current damage per rotation like the same as Cartethia, with the full S0R1 hypercarry brand team, including Lupa and SK, I think is like near Cartethia's level. I do think it's near it. Obviously, I'm not gonna make a video on this shit until there's like finalized calcs and stuff, but I do think it's near it. You gotta remember though, these do take into account, the sweaty rotations. They aren't impossible, like certain CCs say, but you do gotta put in the effort. You know what I'm saying? Cartethia's, in my opinion, seems to be easier to play. Does S3 Cartethia have any value when I run her with R1 Chacona? Oh yeah. I already talked about it before, but like even despite, like, you just don't need as much field time on Chacona basically. Like that's it. But you still would like Chacona, especially with the weapon. Once again, the weapon becomes stronger and Chacona becomes stronger the more investment you put into Cartethia. Because you need to imagine this, right? When Cartethia is at S0 with like a 1.5 million damage output, the weapon with the arrow res is probably going to increase the damage by like, maybe 13-14%. So you're going to get like maybe 155k more damage from a Cartethia out of that weapon. But if you look at S3 Cartethia, she does 2.8 million. So you're going to get like near 300k more damage off of Chacona having her weapon on the team. So the more you put into Cartethia, the better Chacona gets. TJ, I don't think you know how res works, man. Like the calcs are already done. It's like 13%. Outside of also increasing Chacona's damage and Arrow Rover's damage, like it's res down, bro. Like res down doesn't give you negative jump in damage. It gives you more than what you're actually putting in. Work in progress. S0R0, S0R1. Nearly 20% difference for Chacona having the weapon. That's just not how it works, TJ. Like, 10% res down is 10%. No, it's more than that. Res is more valuable than. It doesn't like directly correlate. According to the current calc and TCers, it's like 12 to 13%. The reason why it's 20% on that calc is because it also increases Chacona's own damage while rotating. So it adds like 80k damage or some shit, which makes it a total of like nearly 20. But the arrow res down is like a 12 to 13% increase. The jump from Cartethia plus Chacona is bigger than Chacona plus weapon? No. If you're using other limited options, no. If you're using Sanhua, yes. But like, if you have an SK is right here. 1.7 milli. S0R1. Keep in mind, you can use S0R0 SK. It doesn't even make a fucking difference. And then S0R0 Chacona is only 130. It's like a 10% difference. A 10% difference between the two if you use SK. You can also use other sub DPSs or pair her with other like limited DPSs and it can work. Like currently the CN Wizards have found out about some more Teffy and SK shit, and it's currently her strongest team in the game because there's a bug where she can just fucking spam heavy attack. But you see 100k difference, you add the weapon, 300k difference. Like the weapon, comparing it to other limiteds, is more valuable than Chacona herself. Against free to play options, yeah, Chacona is more valuable. See you later, Haru. I mean, I'm hoping Unuo ends up being a Cardi support. Like, no offense, right? It would just be fucking retarded of the devs in this game to make a lot of the buffs that Cartethia gives herself completely reliant on Arrow Rover. Like, even if it's not Unuo, at some point we have to get an Arrow Rover replacement. Because it's like, if you don't run Arrow Rover, half the buffs in Cartethia's kit aren't being activated. I mean, yeah, it doesn't make sense, Dentist. I don't see them doing it. Because they want to make money. Like, guys, there's literally no other reason for them to have added these negative status effects. Like, they literally only exist to create characters like Phoebe and Chacona and signature weapons like Chacona's that literally only work for her. Like, this is why, like, Chacona's weapon, it's pretty good now. In the future, it'll be dog shit, though. And as a general weapon, it's complete horse shit. Because you need to inflict arrow erosion to activate the minus 10% arrow res down on enemies. So it's like, oh, who can take advantage of this? Literally only Chacona. Chacona is the only character in the entirety of the game who can actually take advantage of her pistol weapon. Yeah. Wua gives like an average of like 93 or 95 pulls. Wait, no, 98, sorry. Wua gives like an average of 98 character pulls per patch, and ZZZ gives 124. It's like a, what, 26 pull difference? I can see them forgetting about negative status in a patch soon. I mean, apparently the upcoming characters aren't going to be negative status. Like, Prolova is obviously meant to be for Canarella, and Canarella doesn't have anything to, buff the, like, Havoc, Bane, or whatever the fuck it is, so. Um, Augusta and Unuo, or at least Augusta, I think is also rumored to not have anything to do with Dot, and maybe Unuo as well. So, I mean, they'll come back to it, though. Like, they'll definitely come back to it either late version 2 or early version 3 and continue more of them. I mean, to be fair, Wua's free to play options and 4 stars are complete fucking ass. Like, with the current 4-star release schedule, like, the only really, I'd say, highly valuable 4-star in this game is Sanhua. And, I mean, there just aren't any fucking, like, there's variation in Overture, and that's about it. Maybe, Dentist. Maybe. I mean, I don't know if they'd actually bother doing that, though. You have been playing for 3 hours. Please don't forget to take a break. Does she really need an engine? Like, I hear she's broken regardless. Uh, Mia Ball's weapon seems to be 50% better than the next best 4-star option. Wait. Okay, maybe not 50. I'm kind of over exaggerating. I got that wrong. Like, I think around late 30s, maybe? Late 30s%? It's not 50. I mean, they have the 4-star weapon here at 76%, and they have her SIG as at S1 as 100%, which is S5 lip gloss. Oh, lip gloss is battle pass. Well, rainforest is right under it. Like it's only 3% worse. 33% better? No, it's more than that. Cause you don't take it. You don't just like straight up add it. You gotta look. You gotta take the percentage of the rainforest, and then get a number that like. Okay, so it is 27% better than rainforest. So you have to look at rainforest and see where the actual like jump is coming from. So it's more than that, but because if you use rainforest as the baseline, your damage is gonna jump up a lot more. Miyabi weapon is the most egregious in ZZZ. Is it really? I heard Trigger was worse. Yeah, Trigger looks worse. I see, Bacon. You guys believe in the Ellen buff? I think I believe in the Ellen buff, guys. Tier 2? She's gonna jump straight up to Miyabi's level. Mia Ball and Vivian are the strongest people in the game right now. Toe to toe. She'll probably be in line with Jane at least. Nah. They gotta give me at least a T 0.5, man. At least a T 0.5. Or the top of tier 1. Like, top. Like, what does top of tier 1 mean? It basically just means being above all the first beginning of version 1 characters. Because everybody in T 0.5 is more recent ones. Vivian, Hugo, Evelyn, Bernice, Soldier Zero, Onby. Ow. You're asking so much, pack it up. Bro, like, Ernest could go down, Vivian's better. Yeah, I want Vivian, man. Like fuck, I really want Vivian. I'll have to wait for that rerun. I want to get M2 Vivian in the future, cause M2 Vivian is like Mia Ball level. I also want Vivian. She's perfect. You didn't get her, Kiwi? M2 Hugo over M2 Miyabi. Uh, I mean, I know Hugo gets a better jump from M2, I think. No? Yeah, 48%. I think the older ZZZ characters just have worse jumps from Mindscapes. I don't think this is better, no? Oh. Nice, Kiwi. I think Hugo's worse, at least according to Pride when calcs. Maybe if you like play it more optimally or something. Oh yeah, I realize MT Miyabi isn't that good. Like I'm fully aware. Like that's what I'm saying though. Like the newer characters, even if they're weaker than Mia Ball at like M0, because they have the better Mindscape investment these days, they can like catch up through more investment. I am surprised they didn't make Yishuan like better than Miyabi though. Mostly because I'm used to HSR, and the Annie unit's always like being the strongest in the game. I know, person. I know. No, Draco. It's too much. We will have to see. Back in Miyabi's beta, she also got Doom posted. I mean, does Yi Xuan have space for one more best in slot teammate? Because if Yi Xuan has space for one more in the future, then maybe it could happen then. But Panda can get replaced by an S rank. Oh yeah, I remember the fat panda. I was hoping this guy would actually be an S rank, but I should have kept my hopes low. But yeah, like if they replace Panda, I think Yishuan could probably go above Miyaba. Miyaba. I said that by accident, but I might keep saying it. I don't gotta worry though. I got an M0W1 Miyabi. I'm just gonna keep fucking brute forcing everything without having any clue of what I'm actually doing. Oh yeah, I saw that, Draco. I saw that. What is it like? Is it the sheer damage or like rupture or whatever? I was looking through the Reddit and came across a post that was like explaining how either sheer or rupture worked. And I was like, fuck, man, just ignore all defense. It's just what rupture does. Although, correct me if I'm wrong, Draco, because I'm like so clueless about ZZZ. I saw people saying that Res Pen is fucking useless with rupture units. Is that true? Like the sheer shit? Like I saw people saying it's a dead stat. Upcoming boss with a defense increase mechanic. Yes, they already ignore defense, so it just gets converted. Oh. Alright, Rogamata. Okay, now that some time has passed, I want to see the Skirk mains Reddit and all the Doom posting going on. I say this, I haven't even checked it yet. Yup. Literally the first thing I'm getting recommended is Skirk mains. We lost. Fuck, man. Oh, they nerfed Panda too? They nerfed Panda's M6. So they nerfed Jufufu and they nerfed Panda. Why are they doom posting Skirk? She didn't get nerfed, but she barely got. Okay, so basically all of her damage numbers got nerfed slightly, but in return, her Serpent Subtlety got boosted for more attack per point. So I think overall it's like a very, very slight buff, but that's it. Like, it's a very slight buff. Like the Skirk mains were hoping for her to be like Mavwika level because of her reliance on Escoffier. Or like close to Mavwika level. Put the Varesa level in the bag. I can't even be mad at the Skirk mains, bro. Like, have you guys seen an Escoffier list or like a free to play team for Skirk versus Varesa? Like, I know Varesa can take full advantage of the best 4 stars in the game, but it's like free to play team is the difference of like double the damage. And if you get rid of a Scoffier, like Varesa's free to play team beats any team that Skirk has with no Escoffier. It's like, brother. No. Yeah, exactly. She is pretty restrictive, but in return doesn't have any like damage output increase. Like basically, Imagine the Zanny Peeb situation in Wua, but then instead of being power creep, they were weaker than all of the recent DPSs in like the last half year. Like that's basically it. You just gotta believe, Draco. That's all it is. Like, if you really think about it, all you have to do, all you need is 7 pulls for like a C6 Yonson, right? C6 Chevreuse. All you need is 7 pulls, guys. I don't think so, Tads. No. Brother, if you're getting S6 Cartethia, why? Like, bro, S3 Cartethia can't be calced right now because she kills things mid rotation. Like, you're gonna be good, man. You're gonna be good with the S6 Cartethia. It's currently calced that S6 Cartethia is the biggest S6 jump in the game. You don't got nothing to worry about. It's like if ZDP was the same power level as an S0R1 Brant hypercarry with SK Sanhua, kinda absurd. Hey, chill on hypercarry Brant. Chill on hypercarry Brant. Just know with Lupa, hypercarry Brant is fucking him. He's him. We don't sleep on Brant here. Really, Kiwi? Sentinel Resonator who? Says Brant. Actually, I didn't even check. What the fuck are Lupa's sequences? I I actually never checked about Lupa's sequences, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, Brant Mains was actually on to something. 3 weeks ago, Lupa plus Brant plus Shorekeeper. They were actually on to something. True, Draco, true. So S1 Lupa gains 25% crit rate for 10 seconds and gains resistance to heavy attack interruption. That's it? Holy fuck, these sequences are trash. Jeez. These sequences are some fucking trash. What are brand sequences? She's just a brand support? Yeah. Although, if they. Okay. You can, say that Lupa is the SK replacement. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. They just need to release a better main DPS for Fusion that isn't Changli. Like that's the problem here. The problem is that the sub DPS healer just does more damage than Changli, So it's better to run Hyper Carry Brant than it is to run Mono Fusion. Oh yeah, Brant has the way better sequences for increasing Hyper Carry Brant damage, yeah. Is her weapon required for supporting Brant? It is very, very nice, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. The weapon is a very nice buff. Let me check. When casting an intro skill or lib, Resonance Liberation damage is increased by 48% for 6 seconds. Upon when dealing heavy attack damage, this effect is extended by 4 seconds up to 1 time. Upon extending the effect, fusion damage bonus for all characters in the team is increased by 24% for 30 seconds. It increases her own damage and it increases Brant's damage. So like the two things together, I think make for a pretty good DPR increase, but Pride one said that Chixia Cheng Li were comparable. I couldn't believe it. She can't be that bad. Uh, chill on her, man. That's all I can say. Just chill on her. We don't talk about S6 Chixia, man. We don't talk about it. Just pretend the character doesn't exist for Chang Li's sake. Oh yeah, I think she has. Okay, so Lupa has a fuck ton of like buffs in her normal kit, plus using Echo Set like everything else, and it gets to the point where it's just like really massive for Brand's damage. Like low key, guys. Okay, guys, hear me out. Right, hear me out. Wait, let me check something. Uh. Okay, never mind. Don't hear me out. I can't afford it. I was gonna say, what if I just pulled S0R1 Brant, and then I pulled Lupa and ran it with S2 SK? Oh wait, maybe I could. Let me check if the Pirates have anything going on right now. Um. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Um. Actually, I think I can just search it. Yeah. Brant. This forum. Search. Oh. Oh. My bad. I just saw an S6 Brant. Uh, I'll have to pull some strings. Maybe pull some strings. I mean, if I'm being honest, Draco, the reason I kind of want to do this is because Brant looks like pretty fun. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I love Zanny Peeb. They just shit on all the content without me having any idea how to play the game. But I don't really like I don't like the team all that much or the play style of it. Like, I don't know. Like, I knew I'd feel this way, but I don't like the play style of Zanny Peeb all that much. Um, enjoy that S1 Zanny, man. You're stuck with it. I mean, I could just get S2 right now or on rerun, but I don't wanna. If I really wanted to, I could just fucking no life the exploration and go to another 50-50. Because I'm on 37 pity right now, but. What's wrong with Zanny? Nothing. I just don't like the playstyle all that much. Like, I think I'd much prefer, like, a Brant Lupa playstyle than I would a Zanny P playstyle. Like, they shit on all the content in the game for me, but. Like, for example, I still prefer to use my Camellia, despite her fucking dumbass no interruption resistance, sometimes leading to the E missing. Bro thinks pulling extra copies will make him like the characters more. I mean, I didn't actually expect to get extra copies of Zanny at all. Like, it's the same thing with SK. Like, I got S2 SK in like 15 pulls. I didn't actually like expect to get that shit, but the problem with Brant, like getting Brant on this account is the signature weapon. I don't think I can get the signature weapon for Brant. Like, I'll do this. I'll do one 10 pull on the character banner on the second half. And if I get Brant early, I might just fucking farm the fuck out of the overworld so I can get his weapon. You are 30 pity away, you can't say that? What, for Zanny's S1? I was at like 30 or 40 pity, bro. Like, that's pretty low. Thanks to Gilded Night Market, bro got greedy. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Um. Yo, what's wrong with people, man? Like, why does no one have an SK? Like, what are these people doing with their lives? Okay, that shit just pissed me off. Man, is re-rolling in Wua really this effective? If you just get lucky? I just saw someone spend less than 200 pulls for an S6 Brant. What 10 days for a banner pre-Annie does to a person? Yup. Yeah, it's crazy. Alright, guys, I'm gonna end stream here. Um, Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night.